In the Pacific, over 7,000 islands form the Philippines, a world of rainforests, volcanoes, and turquoise waters. But beneath this beauty, a deeper mystery stirs, hidden not in ruins, but in the blood of its people. For years, the Filipino story seemed defined by colonial history. Now, science reveals a much older tale, one of epic voyages and lost worlds. The answers are encoded in DNA, offering a new chapter in the story of Asia's migrations. This story stretches back tens of thousands of years, connecting these islands to the earliest human journeys out of Africa. It speaks of encounters with long-extinct human relatives. The Filipino story is not just local, it's global, a quest to understand our shared origins. Imagine a world of lower seas and land bridges, where ancient pioneers crossed landscapes now lost to time. Many of their genetic trails lead to and through the Philippines, a crucial crossroad in humanity's journey. Who were these early people? Where did they go? What secrets did they carry? Today, modern genetics lets us read the stories our ancestors wrote into our DNA. The Filipino people are custodians of this extraordinary genetic archive. Their DNA is a key to unlocking the ancient history of an entire continent. A history that, until now, remained buried in time. The story of the Philippines is the story of us all. Look at this map, not of countries, but of language and genes. A vast triangle stretches from Madagascar to Easter Island to Taiwan, the Austronesian world. At its heart lies the Philippines. Once thought to be a migration from Taiwan, genetics now reveal the Philippines as a nursery of diversity and innovation. The Austronesians were master seafarers, building outrigger canoes and navigating by stars and currents. Their unique genetic signature is most diverse in the Philippines, suggesting this was a launchpad for their Pacific journeys. Picture a community on a beach, canoes loaded with life and culture, ready to plant their way of life on new shores. This scene repeated for thousands of years, spreading people and culture across 1/3 of the globe. The genetic echo of these Filipino mariners still resonates from Indonesia to Polynesia. This migration reshaped the genetic and cultural landscape of the planet. The Philippines was not a periphery, but the center of this human drama. The DNA of a fisherman in the Visayas may link directly to the first settlers of Hawaii or New Zealand. The echoes of their ancestors' canoes still ripple through their blood. The Philippines stands at the center of one of humanity's greatest journeys. Our story dives deeper. Before Austronesians, others called these islands home. Their secrets emerged not from artifacts, but from the human genome. Scientists found a ghost in our DNA, the Denisovans, a long-lost human relative. Nowhere is this legacy stronger than among some indigenous groups in the Philippines, like the Aita Magbukon. Denisovan remains are scarce, but their genetic imprint is clear, up to 5% in some Aita people. This means the Philippines was a land where different kinds of humans coexisted and interbred. Imagine ancient arrivals meeting people who had lived here for millennia. Different, yet human. The Filipino genome is a living record of these ancient meetings, a bridge to a lost branch of our family tree. The implications are profound. The Philippines was a crucible for human evolution. Perhaps Denisovans here were uniquely adapted to the tropics, passing on genes for survival. The ghost in the genome is a vital clue, not just a curiosity. It shows that human success is about connection and adaptation. The blood of Filipinos carries a direct link to a lost world of ancient humans. The story of the Philippines is a story of encounters, adaptation, and survival. The Denisovan legacy lives on in the DNA of the islands. The past is alive within us. To understand the Philippines' deep past, we must visit a vanished world, Sundayland. During the Ice Age, lower seas connected much of Southeast Asia into a supercontinent. The Philippines was a series of larger islands, some linked by land bridges. Early humans could walk into these lands, following coastlines and hunting game. Archaeological finds, like those in Calao Cave, reveal human presence over 67,000 years ago. Homo luzonensis, a small-bodied species. As the Ice Age ended, rising seas drowned Sundaland, turning plains into islands. Populations were displaced, seeking refuge on higher ground, including the newly isolated Philippines. This great flood is not just geology, it's a human story of migration and survival. Flood myths across the region may echo this real event. The Philippines became a refuge, a collection point for Sundaland survivors. Their DNA, carrying stories of a lost continent, found safe harbor here. The genetic diversity of the Philippines is a living memory of a vanished world. The past survives in the people of these islands. The sea has always been the lifeblood of the Philippines, food source, trade route, and vessel for stories. This maritime legacy is ancient, encoded in Filipino identity and genes. Even before the Austronesians, people here mastered the sea, connecting distant islands with skill and courage. Evidence humans on islands never connected to the mainland, even at lowest sea levels. Proof of early watercraft. The 2018 discovery of ancient tools and a butchered rhinoceros on Luzon suggests archaic humans crossed the sea over 700,000 years ago. The Philippines holds one of the world's earliest records of maritime technology. This tradition endured, refined by each generation. When Austronesians arrived, they met people with sophisticated maritime cultures. The balangay, a plank boat, is a direct descendant of these ancient vessels. The sea was not a barrier, but a road, making the Philippines a hub for migration and trade. The Filipino genome is a mosaic, reflecting countless journeys over millennia. Their DNA tells the story of a people who mastered the sea and shaped half the world's history. How do we know all this? The story is written in DNA, not books. Scientists extract DNA from saliva or blood, reading its 3 billion letter code. Hidden in this code are the stories of our ancestors, a history book in a new language. Sequencing reveals unique genetic markers, signposts of ancient migrations. By mapping these markers, we trace humanity's journeys and encounters. When scientists studied Filipino DNA, they found layers of history. The first modern humans, Denisovans, Austronesians, and more recent arrivals. The Filipino genome is among the most complex and diverse in Asia. Each new sample adds detail to the ancient puzzle. Geneticists, anthropologists, and archaeologists are building a richer understanding of the past. They cross-reference DNA with language, archaeology, and climate models. The laboratory has become a time machine, revealing the dramas of our species' deep history. The DNA of Filipinos is a living archive of human journeys. The past is alive in every cell. We've journeyed across sunken continents and vast oceans, guided by DNA's microscopic compass. The Philippines emerges as a central chapter in humanity's story, a place of ancient encounters and migrations. Filipino DNA is rewriting what we know about the peopling of Asia and the world. This diversity is a precious resource, a library of human history with many volumes yet unopened. Within the DNA of over 100 ethno-linguistic groups, more secrets await discovery. Each genome sequenced is a new piece of the puzzle for all humanity. This genetic legacy is a gift from the past, holding lessons for our future. For Filipinos, it's a chance to connect with a deeper, epic past, one of resilience and global connection. Their ancestors were explorers, innovators, and survivors, active shapers of history. This knowledge is a source of pride and a foundation for the future. As we unlock more secrets from this archipelago of genes, what else will we find? Perhaps the final missing pieces of Asia's ancient past are waiting, locked in the blood of the Filipino people.